of 1933. In the building and loan, 100 frantic people are clamoring for their savings.
Anybody heard the news yet?
Hey, what's going on, Uncle Billy? There's a crowd out there.
This is a pickle, George. The bank called her loan. I have to hand over all our cash.
Holy mackerel.
I got scared and closed the doors. Bailey Brothers Building and Loan. It's Potter.
Hello?
George, there's a rumor around town that you closed your doors.
Oh, no, Mr. Potter. Our daughters are definitely open.
Oh, well, I'm very glad to hear that. I've just guaranteed the banks with sufficient funds. They will close up for a week and then reopen.
He just took over the bank.
I'm willing to guarantee your people too. I will pay 50 cents on the dollar.
Well, you never miss a trick, do you? Well, you're gonna miss with this one.
If you close your doors before 6 p.m., you will never reopen.
Thank you, Mr. Potter. Our charter says we have to stay open until 6 p.m.
How can we stay open without any money, George?
Open the doors, Uncle Billy. Let them in. Now, please, folks, just remember that this isn't as black as it appears.
Where's our money?
You're thinking of this place all wrong. The money's not here.
What?
Your money's in people's houses. What are you gonna do, foreclose on them?
I got $242 in here, and it isn't gonna break anybody.
All right, Charlie, you'll get your money in 60 days.
60 days?
That's what you agreed to when you bought your shares.
Hey, I just got my money from old man Potter, and he's paying 50 cents on every dollar.
I beg you not to do this. If Potter gets your shares, he'll own this building and loan. He wants to keep you living in his slums. Can't you see what's happening? We can get through this, but we've got to stick together.
My husband's out of work. We need money.
I got doctor pills to pay.
I can't feed my kids with faith.
I know, really, how are we supposed to?
How much do you need? We've got $2,000 from the wedding. George, you told me to hold on to it, and here it is.
This'll tide us over until the bank reopens. All right, Charlie, how much do you need?
I'll take $242.
Okay, Uncle Billy, give Charlie $242. Ed, what do you need to get by?
$20, I suppose.
Now we're talking. Mrs. Thompson, how about you?
Could I have $17.50?
Oh, bless your heart. Of course you can have it. Pay it back when you can. All right, who's next?
Look at the clock. Looks like we're going to make it, George.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6 o'clock, we made it.
Oh, we did it.
Lock that door, Uncle Billy. Boy, we're still in business, and we've even got $2 left.
George, there's a call for you. Mrs. Bailey is on the phone.
I don't want Mrs. Bailey, I want my wife. Oh, that is Mrs. Bailey. What is it, Mary? Come home? What home? 320 Sycamore? Whose home is that? The Waldorf Hotel, huh?
That doesn't look like the Waldorf.
That's the old Granville house, the one George and Mary threw rocks at and made wishes. Mary had prepared the old house, including romantic decorations and even a marriage bed.
I love you truly, truly, my dear.
Welcome home, Mr. Bailey. Remember the night we broke the windows in this old house? This is what I wished for.
Darling, you're wonderful.
Yes, sir, that's where they spent their honeymoon and started their lives together. Mary made the neat old house a home while George toiled away at the building and loan, providing houses for people like Giuseppe Martini.
Hey, Martini, you renting a new house?
Rent? Huh, I own this house. Me, Giuseppe Martini.
Now we live like pigs in Potter's Field.
Bailey houses were popping up all over, owned by people that used to live in Potter's Field. So old man Powder decided to call our George into his office.
Sit down, George. Have a cigar.
Thank you, sir. What exactly did you have in mind to see me about?
You know just as well as I do that I run practically everything in this town, but the Bailey Building and Loan. Now let's look at your side, young man. 27, 28, married, making, say, 40 a week.
45.
If you were some ordinary yokel, I would say you're doing fine, but George Bailey is intelligent, ambitious. He hates the building and loan as much as I do. He's dying to get out of town, but he's been trapped into frittering his life away, playing nursemaid to a lot of garlic eaters. Do I paint the correct picture, George?
What's your point?
My point is I want to hire you to manage my affairs. George, I'll start you out at $20,000 a year.
$20,000 a year?
You wouldn't mind living in a nice house in town, buying your wife fine clothes, trips to Europe. Would you, George?
Would I? Are you sure you're talking to me? I'm George Bailey of the Building and Loan, remember?
Yes, George Bailey, whose ship has just come in.
Holy mackerel, well, what about the Building and Loan?
Confound it, I'm offering you $20,000 a year. Is it a deal or isn't it?
Mr. Potter, I wonder if you might give me 24 hours to think about it.
Sure. In the meantime, I'll draw up the papers and then you'll be managing my affairs.
Your affairs? Now, wait a minute. I don't need 24 hours. The answer's no. You spin your little webs and think the whole world revolves around your money. Well, it doesn't. Mr. Potter, in the vast configuration of things, I'd say you were nothing but a scurvy little spider.
What did Mr. Potter want, George?
Nothing, just talk. Oh, gee, Mary Hatch, why would you ever marry a guy like me anyway?
To keep from being an old maid.
I was gonna give you the moon. What have I given you? Not even a new dress. Gee whiz, I feel awful. You could have married Sam Wainwright, anybody else in town.
I didn't want to marry anybody else in town. I want my baby to look like you.
You didn't even have a honeymoon. I promised you. You're what?
My baby.
You mean? Hey, Mary, you mean you're on the nest?
George Bailey, Lasso Stork.
By now, you've probably already guessed that George never leaves. Never leaves Bedford Falls. Mary had a baby boy and a baby girl.
Well, what do you know?
Mary worked hard to make the old Granville house a home, but night after night, George came home late from the office. Things weren't going good for the building and lawn. Potter was bearing down hard, then came the war.
Off we go.
Into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sky.
Mary had another baby, but still had time to run the USO. Sam Wainwright made a fortune in plastic, and Harry Bailey became a Navy flyer and shot down 15 planes. Two of them were about to crash into a transport full of soldiers.
Yes, but what about George?
4F at account of his ear.
We're getting pretty close to today, aren't we, sir?
Yes. You know, it's everything but except what happened to him finds him in this moment wanting to die.
Well, sir?
It's a name.
There's Noel, the angels did sing.
It's the day before Christmas, about 10 a.m., and George is pretty excited.
Hey, Tilly, look at the newspaper. Commander Harry Bailey decorated by the president. That's my kid brother. The Congressional Medal of Honor.
Gosh, George, that's great.
Gee whiz, where's Uncle Billy?
Gone to the bank, George. He's depositing $8,000.
Good. Who's that in his office?
It's the bank examiner.
Oh, Tilly, get the books for him, will you?
Sure.
Meanwhile, Uncle Billy was making a deposit at the bank when he met Mr. Potter.
Well, well, Mr. Henry Potter.
Look out, you old fool!
How do you like the news, Mr. Potter? Harry Bailey wins Congressional Medal of Honor. Just can't keep those Bailey boys down, now can you?
Let me see that newspaper.
Here you go. You can keep that as a souvenir. Sorry I can't chat, gotta make a deposit.
Good morning, Mr. Bailey.
Morning, Horace. Here you are, deposit slip and a very Merry Christmas.
Say, you've forgotten something, haven't you?
What's that? What's that?
Well, it's customary to bring the money with the deposit slip.
Money? Oh my God, it's gone. Where'd I put that money?
A terrible thing, Clarence. Uncle Billy couldn't find the money because the envelope with the $8,000 was folded up in that newspaper that he gave Old Man Potter. At the same time, Violet came to visit George at the building in Lawson.
Oh, hello, Vi. What's wrong?
You see right through me, don't you?
How much do you need?
I hate doing this to you, George, but I won't be asking for any more after this. I'm moving to Manhattan.
What's in Manhattan?
A new start.
Takes a lot of character to leave your hometown and start all over again. Here's some dough.
No, George, don't.
It's a loan, that's my business, building and loan. Besides, you'll get a job. Good luck to you.
I'm glad I know you, George Bailey.
Say hello to New York for me. Merry Christmas, Violet.
Merry Christmas, George.
George!
Uncle, what's going on? The bank examiner's waiting.
He's here?
He wants the accounts payable. What's the matter?
The money, the 8,000,
What, Uncle Billy? What happened to it?
I don't know. I was going to deposit it, and when I went to the bank, I didn't have it.
$8,000, Uncle Billy. That's not our money. It belongs to the depositors.
I'm so sorry, George. I don't know what happened.
Listen to me. Think. Did you look in your coat pocket?
Oh, I don't know, George. Maybe.
Maybe. I don't want any maybe. We've got to find that money.
I'm no good to you, George. I'm just no good.
Now listen to me. Think. Try and think. Where's that money, you stupid, silly old fool? We need it. Do you realize what this means? It means bankruptcy and scandal and prison. That's what it means. One of us is going to jail. Well, it's not going to be me. Get out of my way. I'm going home.
Hello, darling.
Hi, Daddy, did you bring the wreath?
I left it at the office.
It's snowing. Where's your coat and hat? What's the matter, George?
Nothing's the matter. Everything's all right.
Isn't it wonderful about Harry? Your mother's so excited.
Must Jeannie keep singing that song?
I have to practice for the Christmas party tonight, Daddy.
Mommy says we can stay up late and sing Christmas carols.
Can you sing, Daddy?
Dad, the Murphys next door got a brand new car. You should see it.
What's the matter? Our car isn't good enough for you?
Yes, Daddy, I'm sorry.
Why don't you run upstairs, Pete? See if Zuzu's all right.
Okay, Mom.
What's the matter with Zuzu?
Oh, she got a little cold coming home from school. They gave her a flower for a prize, and she didn't want to crush it, so she didn't button up her coat. The doctor says it's nothing serious.
Was the doctor here?
I thought he'd better look at her.
It's this drafty old house. Might as well be living in a refrigerator. Why'd we have to live here in the first place and stay in this crummy old town?
George, what's happened?
Everything's happened. You call this a happy family?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse you for what, Tommy?
I have to burp.
George, where are you going?
Up to see Zuzu.
Hi, Daddy.
What happened to you?
I want a flower. Look, Daddy, some of the petals came off. Paste it.
Yeah, all right. I'll paste together. I'll just tuck these petals in my pocket. There it is, good as new. Now, will you try to get some sleep?
I'm not sleepy. I want to look at my flower.
Go to sleep and dream. Be a whole garden.
It will?
Uh-huh.
Oh, good night, Daddy.
Good night.
I'll get it.
Who's that?
Suzu's school teacher. What? Oh, yes, the doctor says she'll be fine tomorrow.
Give me that phone. Mrs. Welch, this is George Bailey. Say, what kind of a teacher are you anyway? What do you mean sending Zuzu home like that half naked? Do you realize she'll probably end up with pneumonia because of you?
George!
You know, maybe my kids aren't the best dressed kids in town, but
Give me that. Hello, Mrs. Welch? I want to apologize. Hello? Hello? Oh, I think she's hung up.
I'll hang her up.
Who in Sam Hill do you think you're talking to? This is Mr. Welch.
Oh, Mr. Welch gives me a chance to tell you what I really think of your wife.
George?
I'll knock your block off.
You will, huh? Okay, Mr. Welch, anytime you think you're man enough. Hello? Hello.
Hey, Daddy, how do you spell hallelujah?
How should I know? What do you think I am, a dictionary? Janie, haven't you stopped learning that silly tune yet? Stop it. Stop it.
George, why must you torture the children?
Oh, Mary, I've got to get out of here.
Operator, Bedford 247, please.
Where's Daddy going?
Is Daddy in trouble?
Should we pray for him?
Yes, children, pray very hard. Hello, Uncle Billy?
So that's it, George. You're short 8,000 in the books, eh?
Please help me, Mr. Potter. Help me, won't you, please? Can't you see what it means to my family? I'll pay any sort of interest. If you still want the building and loan,
What kind of security would I have, George? What collateral?
I have some life insurance, a $15,000 policy,
How much equity in it?
$500.
$500. And you asked me to loan you 8,000? Look at you, you used to be so cocky. You were going to conquer the world. You called me a warped, frustrated old man. What are you? But a warped, frustrated young man.
I'll do anything, Mr. Potter. Please help me. My wife and kids need...
$500, George. You're worth more dead than you are alive. I'm calling the state examiner to get a warrant for your arrest.
Mr. Potter, please, they can't arrest me.
Go on and run. You can't hide in a little town like this. Merry Christmas, George.
Pass some of that good old spaghetti.
Yes, of course, sir. We got everything.
Where's George, sir? Where?
He's over at Mr. Martini's bar. He's had a couple of drinks, Clarence. He's just sitting there alone.
Dear Father in heaven, I'm not a praying man, but if you're up there and you can hear me, please, I'm at the end of my rope. Show me the way, God.
Mr. Bailey, you all right? Don't drink anymore, Mr. Bailey. This is Christmas Eve. You want someone to take you home? George Bailey, huh? And you hit Mr. Bailey. And the next time you talk to my wife like that, you'll get worse. She's slaves teaching your stupid kids how to read and write, and you bawled her out? You get out of here, Mr. Welch. You hit to my best friend. You get out. Don't worry. He don't come in this place no more. I'll get something for your face. It's bleeding. Go on, everybody. Let's sing. All right. All right.
I'm all right. Who was that?
Please don't you go away, Mr. Bailey.
Leave me alone.
George is headed to the bridge now, Clarence. Do you see him?
Oh, he looks like he's going to jump.
Clarence, if you save George Bailey's life, you'll get your win.
My wings. Oh, thank you, Joseph. George Bailey, get away from that bridge. Do you hear me, George?
Before the exciting conclusion of It's a Wonderful Life, we bring you a word from our sponsor.
Lux washes your face, it washes your cars. In Hollywood land, it washes up stars. Lux toilet soap is cleaning your town. Lux toilet soap is cleaning your town.
Toilet cake, the soap choice of stars. And now the dramatic conclusion of It's a Wonderful Life. Numb with despair, convinced, as Mr. Potter said, he's worth more dead than alive, George Bailey stands alone on a bridge staring at the dark and frigid waters below. Suddenly, there's a splash.
Help me, I can't swim.
Hold it, mister, I'm coming.
Help, help.
What in Sam Hill are you doing? This storm's not fit for man or beast. Get out of that water. Come into my bridge keeper's shack where I have a fire burning. Whoa, are you two all right? Do you need a doctor?
No, I'm all right.
No, I'm fine. Oh, my underwear. My wife gave it to me on my last birthday. I passed away in it.
Passed away?
I see Tom Sawyer's drying out too, my book. I left in such a hurry, I brought Tom Sawyer with me.
How'd you happen to fall in?
I jumped in to save you from suicide.
It's against the law to commit suicide around here.
It's against the law to commit suicide where I come from, too.
Where do you come from?
Heaven.
What?
I knew if I were drowning, you would try to save me. And you did, and that's how I saved you.
Oh, that's very funny.
Your lips bleeding, George.
Yeah, I got busted in the jaw in answer to a prayer.
Oh, no, George. I'm the answer to your prayer.
How do you know my name?
Oh, I know all about you. I've watched you grow up from a little boy.
What are you, a mind reader?
No, I'm Clarence Oddbody, AS2.
What's AS2?
Angel second class.
Angel second class? Oh, I'm getting out of here. You may not need a doctor, but I sure do.
Now, look here. Why'd you want to save me?
Ridiculous of you to think of killing yourself for $8,000.
How'd you know that?
I'm your guardian angel. I know everything about you.
You look like about the kind of angel I get. Sort of a fallen angel, aren't you? What happened to your wings?
I haven't got my wings yet. That's why I'm an angel second class. But you can help me earn them, George, by letting me help you.
You don't happen to have $8,000 on you.
Oh no, we don't use money in heaven.
Comes in pretty handy down here, bub. I found that out a little late. I'm worth more dead than alive.
I won't get my wings with that attitude. You don't know all that you've done. If it hadn't been for you...
If it hadn't been for me, everybody'd be a lot better off. They'd all be better off if I hadn't been born.
Hey, wait a minute. That's an idea. What do you think, Joseph? You've got your way. You've never been born. No worries, no $8,000 to get nothing. You simply don't exist.
Hey, wait a minute. Say something else in that ear.
You don't have a bad ear anymore, George. Don't you see? You're not George Bailey. You're nobody. Your lips stop bleeding too.
What do you know about that? I need a drink. What about you, Angel? You want a drink? Come on. We'll go as soon as our clothes are dry.
Our clothes are dry.
That stove's hotter than I thought. Let's get dressed. We'll stroll over to Martini's. Excuse me, I'll stroll. You fly.
I can't fly. I haven't got my wings.
You haven't got your wings right. A couple of drinks and we'll both fly.
So where's Santa? Where's Santa?
Hello, Nick. Clarence. Welcome to the best bar in Bedford Falls.
Don't you mean Pottersville?
Pottersville? Hey, where's Martini?
Look, wise guy, I'm the boss. You want a drink or don't you?
All right. Double bourbon. Quick, huh?
Okay. What's yours, Bob?
I've got it. Mulled wine. Heavy on the cinnamon. Off with you, me lad. Be lively now.
Look, mister, we serve hard drinks in here for men who want to get drunk fast. And we don't need any characters around to give the joint atmosphere.
Now just give him the same as I ordered. He's okay.
2 double bourbons.
What about this place? It's all changed.
All of Bedford Falls have changed. You have your wish, George. You've never been born.
Here's your drink.
Did you hear that bell? Every time you hear a bell ring, it means an angel just got his wings.
What did you say?
Don't mind him, Nick. He never grew up. How old are you anyway, Clarence?
293. Next May.
That does it. Out, you two pixies. Go on, get. Well, look who crawled out from whatever hole he's been hiding in. Hey, you, Rummy. Didn't I tell you never to come panhandling around here again?
Mr. Gower, it's George Bailey. Don't you know me?
Will you buy me a drink, mister? Just one drink?
Binky, throw the Rummy out.
You got it, boss.
Oh, no, please let me stay.
Hey, Nick, isn't that Mr. Gower, the druggist?
That Rummy spent 20 years in jail for poisoning a kid. If you know him, you must be a jailbird yourself. Binky, get these two out of here.
You got it, boss.
Hey, get me. I'm giving out wings.
What's wrong with Mr. Gower?
Mr. Gower doesn't know you, George. You weren't there to stop Gower from putting poison in that prescription because you were never born.
What do you mean? My name's George Bailey.
There is no George Bailey.
Wait a minute.
They're not there.
What's not?
Zuzu's petals.
They're gone.
You've been given a gift, George. The chance to see what the world would be like if you'd never been born.
You're crazy, and you're driving me crazy too. I'm going home to my wife and family, alone. You understand?
Alright, you know the drill. Hands behind your back, sister.
Keep your hands off me. Why don't you bust somebody else for a change?
Hey, officer, where'd the building and loan move to?
Oh, man, they went out of business years ago. All they left was this burlesque house.
Now, not so fast, copper. Take your hands off me. I know, Potter, and I'm not drunk.
Hey, that's Violet Beck.
Oh, believe me, I know.
I know that girl.
Well, who doesn't? All right, now get out of the way.
Taxi! Hey, Ernie, take me home. I'm off my nut.
Well, where do y'all live?
Doggone it, Ernie, you know where I live. 320 Sycamore. Now hurry up.
320 Sycamore.
Yeah, hurry up, Zuzu's sick.
All right.
Straighten me out. You're Ernie Bishop, and you live in Bailey Park with your wife and kid, right?
You seen my wife?
Seen your wife? I've been to your house 100 times.